What's up, everyone? I want to talk about 5 common mistakes to avoid when speaking with sellers. Number one, not getting their name. Now, even though this may sound very simple, it's a common mistake I see among newbies and experienced investors alike. If you don't know the person's name in the beginning of the conversation, it gets kind of weird when you get to the end. You talk about price. Maybe you even agree on the price. Great, but you don't even know their name, right? You have to know the person's name. That's probably the second most important thing other than the address when negotiating with them. So make sure you get their name in the beginning of the conversation. Number two, not building rapport. Now, I always suggest building rapport where you see fit. I typically like to establish that in the beginning of the conversation because if I can connect with the homeowner in any sort of way, it just makes it sound much better. And you want to build rapport naturally. Don't always ask about the weather. A good tip is look on the Google Street View. Look at the front of their house. See if you see any, I don't know, maybe there's a motorcycle. You talk about motorcycles. Maybe you see a sports team flag or something, right? Just try to find something to connect with them about. If there's really nothing that you see there, talk about a nearby street or landmark that they're familiar with. So try to build rapport in the beginning of the conversation. Number three, not setting clear expectations with the homeowner. What I mean by that is that who are you and why are you calling them? Because you're not the only person talking to them. They get lots of other calls every single day. Okay, so what makes you different? Make sure you set those expectations in the very beginning. You are an investment company. You may not always be the best fit. The more upfront and transparent you are, the more trust you're going to build with the homeowner. Number four, one of the biggest mistakes I see is people asking, is that the best price you can do? When you get to the negotiation, they're at a number, you're at a number, and then you ask, is that the best price you can do? Most of the time, they're going to say yes. So try to avoid things like, is that the best price you can do? Are you flexible? Do you have any wiggle room? These are yes and no answers. The right way to ask is, hey, if we can cover closing costs, there's no fees, there's no commissions, we can close in a time frame that works best for you. What do you think would be the best price you can do? Completely different than asking a yes or no question. The right way to ask is, hey, if I can cover the closing costs, the fees, there's no commissions, and I can close in a time frame that works best for you, what do you think would be the best price you can do? It's a big difference than a yes or no question, right? They're going to be forced to respond with a number. Okay, they may counter, but at least they counter. But you want to avoid yes or no questions. And last but not least, number five is not assuming the close. And what I mean by that is once they've accepted your offer, the price you both agreed to, the next step is assume the close. Get their email, get the best time that they'll be able to get in front of a computer or their email, okay? And send the agreement while they're on the phone. A lot of people, they get an offer accepted and they wait on the seller to say something like lead them to the close, assume the close. They've already agreed on a price. Okay, if you did it correctly, they're ready to move forward today. Just make sure they're in front of a computer email, assume the close. So just make sure you follow those 5 things on what not to do and close some more deals. Go test it out. Take care.